Hi everyone and welcome to a brand new episode of Pitstop Fracas. I am your host Anik and we are here today with episode number 100. Look how far we come. We were all fresh-faced, young pit stoppers back in the day, back in 2020 when Hamilton was winning races for fun. And now we're here, episode 100, and I'm in the fine company of Richard, Chris, Kwame and Mahad. Gentlemen, how are you keeping this fine Monday evening?
We're here, man. 100. Who would have thought? From the days of screaming on Clubhouse.
God damn.
To this.
God damn.
Growth. You know what I mean? Went from Clubhouse screaming to podcast screaming, to Spaces screaming, back to podcast screaming.
We're screaming everywhere. Pause.
Pause. Wifey that.
Shit. Yeah.
Lava slush.
How you doing there, Richard? You alright?
I'm Gucci, man. I'm Gucci. 100 episodes. Who would have thought it? As Mahad said, who would have thought it? Came a long way, man. We came a long way. I can't lie, bro. It's been a long 2.5 years, yeah?
Yeah.
2.5 years we've been doing this for.
I'm gonna say 3 years. I'm gonna say 3 years because we started up. The Discord started in July 2020. So there you go.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. But if I'm being pedantic, I'm talking purely pod things. Then 2.5 years. But yeah, it's obviously the foundations are longer, as we know.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
But yeah, man, it's good to make this milestone, isn't it?
Lovely stuff. Chris has taken time out from watching Arsenal to join us. How are you doing?
I'm all good. You know, the Soul Solid crew of F1 podcast reached episode 100. You know, many guys don't make it this far, so it's a big achievement. We need to big up ourselves. I'm here for the celebration, innit? We're not going to be celebrating Formula One, but we're celebrating ourselves.
There you go. Exactly. That's what it's about. I mean, the celebrations are all too common these days, man. Fucking Red Bull Max. But
sorry, Anik, I was going to say could be worse. Could be getting a rating bombed on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, but surprised we've not made it there. We managed to survive, you know, and stay ourselves without, you know, getting cancelled on X. So yeah, all I gotta say is rest in peace to you, man. You've been cancelled, and we still in this bitch, and we still keep on going. Bless all.
The originals. Sorry. Yeah.
Talk to them.
You got. Speaking of which, if you are listening back on Apple or Spotify, make sure you give us a 5-star rating and a review. As always, goes a long way, helps us grow, and who knows, it could be episode 1000 before you know it. Last but not least, Kwame, how you doing? Episode 100, man. I know your team's chucking around 100 million transfers, but bro, episode 100, man. How you feeling?
I don't want to watch it for this, you know, hour or so. I just want to enjoy my boys, man. You know them ones. I just want to. Bro, we came a long way.
I beg your pardon. Enjoy your boys. What do you mean by that?
With my boys.
Pause. Wifey that.
Oh my god.
But you know, hey.
You got him sweating like an African politician on Ben, bro.
The pod without me, you know, rambling and without me, you know, doing, you know, hey, but no.
Monologues.
Paragraph qualms, come on.
Oh, wait. One last thing. Yeah, you know how Anik said we have to give a rating 5 on Spotify. I just checked our Spotify. We're on 92 ratings on the 4.9. One pagan has voted us non-5 stars. I hope you fall over. But everyone else for the 5 stars, we love you.
We're not big about people who, you know, support from the beginning, man. We know who you are. You know, shout out you, man, because we wouldn't be here without you, man, on the road thing. So.
Honestly, we love it. We appreciate it. All the tweets, all the YouTube videos, even the TikToks, Instagram, everything we put out, we really, really appreciate it. And I'm so glad that we're here now to discuss and enjoy episode 100. Like, even F1 has been through a roller coaster. And even though it's like a pretty boring place right now with Red Bull and Max winning, I think today what we're going to do is just look back at some of the key F1 and our favorite F1 moments since 2020, really. So I'll put a poll out in the group chat. And because of people giving the same vote and tying or whatnot, we've actually got a top 6. And you know what? Actually, when I put that list out, there's so many things that have happened in F1 that are literally iconic. So at the moment, we got between 5th and 6th, we got Cops and we got Brazil 2021, which is quite surprising to me. I thought Brazil would have been right up there. But yeah, let's get stuck into it and let's try and decide which one will come 5th and which one will come 6th. Let's talk about Cops Corner. Cops Corner 2021. Everyone remembers that. Lewis and Max going at it for arguably the greatest first lap probably in F1 history. They're heading down to Cops Corner. Lewis clips the rear wheel of Max and he's out. At that moment in time, they're in the thick of it when it comes to a championship battle. Epic scenes. Let me come to you, Mahad. Talk me through your thoughts there, what you saw about it, and potentially, you know, where that ranks in just overall F1 folklore.
Do you know what? Yeah. At the time, I just thought it was just a racing incident, but it obviously blew up into something way bigger than it should have been. And even to this day, it's probably one of the most sickening actions in Formula One of all time. Not in terms of obviously
the aftermath,
the incident itself, just the whole aftermath and everybody talking about it. Because we're talking, people that don't know about racing are trying to talk about racing incident. They're trying to talk about whose fault it is. You don't know what you're talking about. And it's the equivalent of somebody that doesn't know anything about football trying to argue about an offside or not. You don't know nothing about football. You don't know the offside rule. So for me, it was a sickening time. Obviously, Anik, he was hashtagged out. He was putting clips out. He was eating well. Anik was eating well during Cops Corner. Yeah. He was in his Piers Morgan bag. You know what I mean? He was getting bare content out. You know what I'm saying? He was just like, look at this situation, Max. This is if everybody wants to think that Anik is a Red Bull fan, go back to them times. This guy was not a Red Bull fan them times. It was looking scary them hours. But the incident itself, I don't. In isolation, it's not a big deal. Obviously, it's a big deal in the context of the championship. At that point in time, if Lewis Hamilton does not win that race, it's done. Championship is done. That was off the back of Austria, where he just dunked 30 seconds on your head. The whole thing was going to be done. Max running away with it. Regardless.
And I think Lewis took that approach as well on the first lap. And I said it already. That for me was probably the greatest opening lap I've ever seen in F1. They were literally at it, dicing corner for corner. Chris, talk me through your thoughts on that opening lap, what you saw, and did you even see it ending up like that?
Well, I saw it ending up like that because Lewis knew it was do or die moment, and I think it's one where Max didn't know because Max was just used to just kind of doing whatever to Lewis, and Lewis just kind of being like, yeah, whatever, this is a long championship. But it got to the point where Max was so far ahead that he had to make the move, and Max didn't read the room. And like we saw the day before, it was a sprint weekend, wasn't it? So the day before, Max went and won the sprint weekend quite comfortably. So it's one of the ones where I'm like, brother, if you just read the room, took a step back, you could have just easily won the race. But you know how he is. He's not going to give he doesn't give an inch.
I think if Max was there right now, he probably wouldn't have gone. He would have just backed off and probably just accepted second. Because I think even if he did come second, then he wouldn't have been so far behind. Well, he wouldn't have lost those 25 odd points that he did to Lewis.
Yeah.
But yeah, Richard, talk me through what your take on Cops Corner 2021.
To be honest with you, there's not really else to say what hasn't already been said. To be honest, I still think it's a racing incident, seems to this day. It's probably one of the most tied out subjects in like F1 history, to be honest with you. Because Lewis got the 10-second stop and go penalty or whatever it was. Cool, he got punished, right? But people had a real problem with it because he still won a race due to that. So they say, the punishment wasn't harsh enough, but like the punishment be based on you being able to overcome that punishment. It should just be based on the instance in a singular way, linear way, basically. So, yeah, for me, it was a great performance from Lewis. As I said, I feel it was racing. There's the people who say it's Lewis' fault, whatever, blah, blah. It was sort of like a defining moment of the season, in a way, to be fair, but that really should have affected the outcome of the season, but didn't. And people, they like to use that as a rebuttal to say, oh, well, Abu Dhabi wouldn't happen because Max, got taken out by Lewis and he dropped 25 points. But, well, in a title bout, you're going to drop points one way or another against your competitor, even for circumstances out of your control, to be fair. So, yeah, I mean, like, it's whatever you want to look at. It's a legendary sort of like race, if you want. It's an iconic race because of the whole circumstances surrounding it, to be fair, good and bad. So, yeah, it's kind of depending on who you're a fan of and depending on which way you look at the incidents. It was a memorable race, in a way, to be fair. And then Max didn't die, so we can. I don't want to say we can laugh back at the crash, but it's like we can talk about the crash without you acting like, Max was in a coma. He wasn't. He went to hospital for precautionary checks, and he was fine. Like, this isn't the 90s. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, that's what it is too, really.
Yeah. Kwame, anything else to add to Cop's Corner or even the Grand Prix? Let's not forget about that, because Lewis, to even come back from 10 seconds and still win, it's a big achievement.
I was about to say this sport has had history moments like that, not more dramatic, but stuff like Senna Prost, 88 Suzuka, it's history of the sport. Stuff like that's gonna happen. Obviously, that is way more, done on purpose. Yeah. But this was, to me, it's a race incident. I can't have a race incident. They both tried to go for a corner. There wasn't that much space in the corner. They clipped, and boom, what happens, isn't it? Obviously, like we guys said, it just impacted the championship to a bigger scale. And obviously, that was when it was hot because, like we said, do or die for Lewis. It was a minute point in the season. Silverstone as well. Lewis's home Grand Prix. It's going to be eyes on going to be both of them. So, of course, it's going to get better proportion. But like I said, during the race, Lewis did a good, ways to come back from where he was. Yeah, and Max came back so late in the year. So, I don't know why it was such a big argument. I understand because it's the two championship contenders clashing at the time. Cool, but we saw Lewis lock up early in the year. Yeah, I'm gonna say that much.
Yeah, I think let's now let's look at Cops. Let's look at Brazil as well. Not Brazil, British Grand Prix 2021, and weigh it up against Brazil. Before that, for me, that was the greatest ever race, Brazil 2021. I just think that whole weekend you saw the scintillating pace of the W11 in the hands of Lewis Hamilton, and it was a match made in heaven. Kwame, let's come back to you then. Talk us through Brazil, man. Lewis, I think he made up like over 20 places across the whole weekend. That race that was.
That weekend was crazy because I remember I was at my boys' school just chilling, and then all of a sudden, I watched what was it? Because I was spring weekend, weren't it? So the qualifying, it came disqualified, so qualified 20, and this race, now you get to Brazil again towards the end of the championship. And I was thinking, Lewis has to make up a big jump from 20th to get up there, innit? So disqualified at the back at 20th. He got up all the way up to P5, but then he had a penalty to drop down to P10. And then from P10 he went up to win, and that just shows Lewis a nutshell. And obviously he's got such a great relationship with that track in Brazil, and no one would have thought that from 20th, from disqualified, that he was going to win the race, or even get into point position, let alone get a race or podium. So it's insane. In fact, he had the penalty as well, and that race was just it blew my mind because I didn't think that happened. I was just surprised and shocked. Like, yes, Lewis crashing, with Max, and cool, that's gonna happen. The title contenders, they're gonna come competing, but that we haven't seen anything like that before. You see drivers come, midfield, 13th, 14th here and there. Barton Hungary, for example. Kim Raikkonen and Suzuka, cool, but or even Barton against Canada. But from 20th to that levels.
It's crazy. It's honestly crazy. There's so much that happened that weekend. Like Red Bull were in their snitching bag as well.
Well, yeah,
like,
that was time as well where touch the ring as well. It was that period. That period was crazy.
Yeah, they're
They were
just
doing the sneaky stuff.
absolutely
Like,
crazy.
Let's come Madrid.
Yeah, we're joined by another special guest, Mr. Kunle. How are you keeping?
Why are you calling me special guest?
Yeah, why do I call you special guest? Special cast member. Sorry.
That's original cast member.
Original cast member. Sorry.
You trying to take
Kunle,
care
it
of my
feels like
flowers?
if you feel like a guest, man. I haven't. It's been so long since I've been.
You've been away. Don't
My
say
apologies.
it. You've been away.
My apologies, bro.
I was in your city looking for you. You was running from the grind.
But I can't run. At the moment, I can't run. I'm
Yeah,
hobbling
you were
around.
hiding. You were hiding from the grind, basically. How you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm great, man. I'm great. How's it going?
Nice. All good, man. All good. Just looking back, 100 episodes, bro. 100 episodes.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I got a special segment for you later. We'll talk about some of the hot takes, and you know what I'm going to bring up. Imola 2021, Mr. Certain DR3 when you called it. But yeah, we'll talk about that in a bit. Yeah, we're just going through some of our favorite moments at the moment. Brazil 2021. How did you see that weekend? What's your thoughts on it? Yeah, the floor is yours, bro.
Yeah, I feel like that weekend was like the third to the last weekend of the season, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, but then
I think it was the third.
I feel like from 2 races before then was when Mercedes finally clocked what they needed to do. Was basically bring in a fresh engine, take the penalty, and just rocket ship it away.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what they were basically doing. Like they did it with Bottas first. They're like, okay, we might have something here. And then they were like, yeah, let's do this. Like, we'll take the engine penalty, and we're still going to be P1 anyways, regardless, because they're much faster. No one else is bringing, like, fresh engines anyways. You know, they could do that. And they basically, it worked until someone snitched about the rear wing.
Fucking rear wing.
0.000 something millimeters too wide. And then Lewis got the initial disqualification from the grid. I think from the sprint quali. He was going to take a penalty anyway, so he got sent to the back of the grid. Then I think he finished. What did he finish in the start?
I think it was he finished P5.
So he finished P5,
but then he got
another
5 place
penalty
to P10. Yeah,
to P10, and the rest is history. You know, the sprint race itself was beautiful. I mean, Lando's my boy, but you know, that last lap overtake. I mean, Lando wasn't fighting, to be honest, because a lot of them knew that, okay, you know what, Lewis is going to take a penalty anyways. We lose the place, but we're still going to, like, be in front. But I mean, it was just beautiful driving because he kept it clean. He wasn't, he wasn't nervous. He wasn't doing the most. He wasn't
even when he came up against Max and Perez in that race, like first time Perez, he didn't get past him, and then he waited the next lap, got past him, and then Max obviously caused a bit of an issue, but then, come the end of it, Lewis was just clearing away. Chris, Richard, Mahad, anything else you want to add to Brazil 2021 that hasn't already been discussed? No.
Nah.
I swear Bottas was a bum that weekend again, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was.
I'll just say, that it was a fantastic performance. Obviously, gaining all those positions in the sprint race. I don't think it happens if it's no sprint race. I don't think he can do that, take over that many spots. But to tell a lie, that Bottas went from last to third in Monza when he had that rocket ship engine. So it could be still a possibility. But yeah, fantastic drive. Max didn't have no answers apart from terrorism. So He just thought, "Look, if I crash this guy out, I'll get a young DNF, the championship's mine, innit?" And he couldn't even do that successfully because that's the wrong corner to take man out. So, yeah, it was a memorable race considering all the adversity that Lewis went through. Definitely one of his top 5 races of all time. And we got to witness that on one of the greatest seasons ever.
That's the one Max ran it off the road and didn't get a penalty, wasn't it?
Yeah,
because he knew already.
Yeah, and then that's when not even Red Bull, FIA were playing games, man. They didn't release the footage. Remember, we're like, release the footage. They took time to show the onboard from Max. Wow.
Why I'll say this again. Why do we have to wait for the footage?
It's there. It was there.
No, we don't need to watch. We saw it live.
Yeah, you could see. Yeah. But
people were trying to say, "Oh no, you know what? It might have oversteered." What?
No, that man.
Might have understood.
It turned the steering to the right.
Bruv, man drove to Qatar, bruv. They were in Brazil, was driving to Qatar. The fact that we went away with that, is
you know
insane.
What? I'm just gonna say this. I hope Michael Massey never finds peace.
He's found peace, man. He's good in life.
Nah, it's not gonna.
He was
peace. If he find peace in life, he's not gonna find peace in death. Because boy, that level.
Kunle was arguing, you get it no matter what. No matter what, you're gonna get it.
Bad behavior that season, that 2021 season was basically, it was a mess from the start.
No lie, bring back FIA radio, man. That was popping, man.
It was
FIA radio.
I swear, we knew that was gonna be a bad idea from when they said they were doing it.
They took that off the air, man. I need that back, man.
Nah, bro,
that was too funny.
You don't be really just lobbying. Man,
because now we see stupidness and we don't know what's going on.
We don't know what's going on.
We see stupid penalties, stupid decisions, and we don't know what the rationale is behind it.
But you could see something was simmering though. Something definitely was simmering. They knew they wanted to do whatever they could to like get Max to win in 21. But fuck it, we'll say that for another day.
Jeddah 2021 was the best, man.
The thing is, what I like about Jeddah 21 is the fact that no one even tries to defend Max's performance. They just go, "Yeah, we did terrorism, we got away with it," and just put their hands up and say, "Yeah, you got me. Nothing you could do about it." And
he
moved on.
Checked him. He checked him.
This is the problem. This is the problem. Max tried to do a Schumacher, and he ain't got no finesse to do a Schumacher because you have to do it like it's not bait.
Yeah,
even though it is bait. This guy brake checking and just restart of a safety car. What the hell is going on here?
Yeah, the best thing was Jonah Whitley saying, they were negotiating places with Ocon. Like, we're gonna give Ocon the place, well, we're not giving Lewis the place.
You know when a teacher's at school telling you off, and they're telling you off like your friends. That's what Michael Massey was trying to do. Like, bro, we can all hear you. You got to speak like a boss. Like, you got to speak to these men like, we're not friends.
No, Jonathan Whitley was giving him badness. Was giving him, like, he was talking to him like it was,
No, I don't forget that because that's good. You know what we're going to end up talking about. I don't want to talk about that, I'll be honest with you. Yeah. Anyway, so
I can't like it was half a brick, you know. I can't believe it. I was like, Ocon goes here, Max goes here, Lewis goes here. So say nothing, bro. So the key, say nothing, bro. These time the brickers with Ace key. Mad.
Yeah.
Sorry, Anik.
No worries. So I reckon I'm making a decision here. We're putting Cops number 6 and we'll put Brazil number 5. To be honest, I still would have put Brazil quite higher, but it is what it is. Let's talk about number 4. Yeah, it's not voted by me, by the way. Us, the cast, we voted this. Number 4 is Lewis and his free wheel race victory at Silverstone 2020. We've got another cast member in the building, Mars.
You was gonna say special. I
wasn't gonna say special.
Wait.
Be careful what to say.
Of course, it's special. Always special.
Special cast member. How's that sound?
Exactly.
What's going on, March? You right?
I'm good, man. How are you, man? Episode 100. Well done,
Episode
lads.
100, man. Feels good.
Yeah.
Feels good, man. All right, talk me through, man. Free wheel race victory for Lewis. Was it the British Grand Prix or was it Silverstone? I remember that was one of the first races back after lockdown. What was it, Chris? You're nodding your head. Was it British or 70th? It was British Grand Prix, wasn't it?
Rich.
Yeah, because Max won the 70th anniversary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was another stupid season, man. They were running
Bro.
two races on the same track, giving them different names. Mahad, you're mute.
Austria
Yeah,
as
yeah.
well. They did it in Austria.
Austria, the top
Yeah.
Austria to Styrian ground.
Styrian and Austrian. Joke. Yeah, Mark.
Did one
talk
of
me
them
through
have
that
3
one, man.
races?
No.
No.
I think one of the tracks had 3.
2020 season was hilarious.
Italy 3 times though. Yeah, as Chris said.
When Italy 3 times, just said every track.
When they went Mugello and nobody knew how to drive. That was hilarious.
Oh, bro. Bottas, yeah. That was crazy.
No, that's not Bottas' fault, bro. Why is every man running to the line as like it's like you follow behind, man, isn't it? Like Bottas is there going, if I go fast, everyone's gonna slipstream me and overtake. So I'm gonna slow it down, yeah. And then someone just forgot to brake, and then
That restart was too
But
good.
you know what? I watched that restart back the other day. Yeah, if you're the lead car, at some point you need to go, but Bottas wasn't going, so that's what I think just caused the pile-up because everyone was just waiting for something to happen, and Bottas just, in my view, just didn't want to go. I mean, all the drivers were on the radio like complaining about the guys at the front, but yeah, let's not talk about Bottas. Marks, talk to me about this. The British Grand Prix 2020. Finishing up your food, yeah.
The British Grand Prix. I'm trying to remember it. Hamilton went out and he won 3 wheels.
basically.
He's the GOAT. That was it. That's all that. That's all that to be said.
So what we saw that weekend, I think what we saw that weekend was a lot of tire blow-ups. Yeah, but I think that also highlighted. Oh, Tarik's joined us. We also saw the skill of Lewis as well, because it's like everyone's tires blowing up the front left. We know that track, is harsh on the front left tire, but Lewis was actually able to keep the tire functioning and bring it home. The other guys, when it blew, that was it. And I think that's not credited enough to the driver skill involved there. It's not just a case of, he had 3 wheels and he had enough of an advantage to bring it home.
It's the balance as well. Like just to get the balance in the car to get it over the line. And Max was closing in quick because I think he was 30-something seconds ahead of Max.
Mm-hmm.
And then by the end of it, was it finished 9 seconds between them?
Yeah,
like literally, you could literally see Max as Lewis was crossing the line. Max was coming around the final corner. But yeah, man, it's just GOAT performance, GOAT doing GOAT things. That's it, really. Yeah,
that was incredible. That was. Let me introduce Tarik. How's it going, bruv? Mr. Pierre Gasly.
Yeah, man.
Nah, you're a bit distant, bro. I'll be honest with you. You gotta come a bit closer to the mic. We'll let you sort your mic out, and then we'll come back to you. Richard, let's quickly get your thoughts then on Lewis's victory there.
Well, Silverstone, 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, I can't even remember. I'll be honest with you, apart from the end. I'll be real with you, bro. That 2020 is a bit of a blur to me. I'll be with you, bro. But yeah, good thing. I can't remember, what was it like? Went Max before he pitted? No.
Yeah. So tires were going off. So basically, as far as I remember, tires were going off left, right, and center. Lewis had enough of a buffer to Max. They saw that Bottas's tire went. So Red Bull guys were like, you know what? Let's pit you, Max. You got net P2 anyway. So let's just pit you. And he was on like the soft tires. He was going quick. And then Lewis's tire went, and then he just managed it effectively.
Yeah, but one more lap he would have been done for. But do you know what? Yeah, that's actually like elite, like car control. When you think about it, that's elite car control to bring that home. Because other man, they would have went off like instantly. They would have been a skirt trying to control. They would have been doing too much. But Lewis, it's almost like he knew what to do in that situation, which is weird. Because how many scenarios do you get put in as a racer with that?
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Have you guys heard back the team radio from Max and Lewis during those last couple of laps? Max and GP are like, we're gonna get him, keep going, we're gonna get him. Lewis is so calm, you wouldn't believe. Bono's like shitting himself. You done it, yeah, that's it, mate, you done it. Yeah, get in there, Lewis. It's like, bro, just the skill of a driver to do that. You know, your tire going, just, bro, immense, immaculate.
I think also shows his composure as well, which is
100%.
One feature, one skill of his that's not talked about, especially in the year of 2021. Especially, I know a lot of people were comparing him, you know, to Max, how, you know, what's going to happen. And I felt the whole year he kind of handled under pressure, maybe a bit too well at times. But yeah, that race is a good example of it because, like you said, you know, the engineers are telling him, you know, Max catching up. Issue with him again, if he paired, he would have lost position to Max. So he kind of had to stay out and just hold it. But the fact he held on to it, the fact he didn't spin or lose control of the car, because let alone car being punctured, but let alone losing a wheel to a blowout. And the fact they kind of knew what happened, because like they saw with Bottas, they cancelled the telemetry of the tires, they knew he was going to come up. He did extremely well. So that just shows up his skill. Because again, name me an example of a driver's doing that. Name a few other drivers. Can't say.
No other drivers doing that.
Kumi Kobayashi.
You know, that's another example of Hamilton saving Mercedes. Because that's a strategy disaster class, low key.
Because they should have pitted
Yeah.
him.
Why are you in that situation in the first place?
They should have pitted him. They had enough buffer to pit and come out in P1.
The start of a beautiful story. Mercedes failing.
We were here first, on their backs first, by the way. We were.
Hey, shut up, Anik, man.
Kunle, remember your guest. I can send you back to the audience.
Don't piss me off, man. Talking about who was here first.
All right.
Was that the season you became a Ferrari fan, or before then?
No. We're actually going to talk about that next.
Okay.
Because the number 3 moment, I can't believe we were at number 3 moment, was the battle between Leclerc and Max at the start of the 2022 season. New era. Yeah, bro, Mahad, I know you're pulling that. I know you guys have.
Who voted for that?
Check it.
Nah.
Check
pretty
it.
Nah.
Bring
count the votes,
Nah.
man. Stop the count.
Yeah.
Wait, Anik, what are you talking about?
Leclerc and Max's battle.
Wait, how do...
Now you're reducing the votes. Don't do
That battle was like...
Nah.
I'm ending the poll.
That wasn't even a battle, guys.
Even a battle.
Man said,
Nah, bro. What battle?
Bro,
It ain't a rivalry. It ain't a rivalry.
Kunle, you voted for it.
That was a mistake. That was a mistake, bro. Maybe I was trying to see who's voting for what.
Don't give me that. You guys are voting for it, and you're like,
nah, bro. It wasn't even a battle.
well, by the way, sorry,
It's 3 races about.
Yo, right now you're saying I voted
no.
for it, and I didn't.
What? No, but I'm talking about Bahrain. I'm talking about Bahrain 2022.
Bro, that wasn't even a battle, man. That was like 3. That was like.
You guys voted.
This is a family friendly podcast. I can't even use the language I'm trying to use.
Whoa.
Is it family friendly?
Stop being friendly.
Hey, man, most people are not friendly.
It's PG.
Kwame started bringing milk on the podcast. That's when it stopped being family friendly.
God damn.
Get them. Nah, but that wasn't even a battle, man.
All right, so while you guys voted for it, that means you have to bin it from the whole vote section.
Skip ads,
All right,
man.
okay.
Skip ads.
All right, so we're going then.
That was just a false image.
That was a false image, bro.
That was a false image, man.
Basically, it was a false image, but.
Give me 1 second, man.
I told you guys about Leclerc at the start of last year. Yeah.
Anyway,
What, man?
What did you
What
say?
about him?
Remind us,
What did you
please.
say about
I told you, my team, my race wins. That's what I'm saying. My team, my race wins.
I'm asking you, what about Leclerc now?
Yeah, no, it's not good now. It's not good now. Yeah.
So what?
Why not?
It's not good now. It's not good now. But that's not my concern. That's not my concern.
Why not?
My concern at the moment is Red Bull and Red Bull only.
Hold on. No.
Yeah.
You sold stocks already.
One day he's
No.
losing, the other day he's Christian. Yeah? Say nothing.
Man threw that hoe out the car. He said, "Nah, get out of my car."
Get the
Go, leave it.
Sit out the
I rated
car.
you before, get out.
Fuck out the car.
All
Don't
right.
give up.
All right.
Get out the car.
Which is a family-friendly podcast, bro.
Oh, yeah,
All right.
so.
All right, so Leclerc and Max 2022 unanimous vote. That's out.
skip
Number
ads.
3. Number 3, we're talking about Turkey 2020, when Lewis. Well, number 2 then is Turkey 2020, when again Sir Lewis Hamilton secured number 7. Who wants to talk us through that moment?
Again, that was a long time ago.
But we're looking at our top 5.
It feels
I
like
remember-
a long time ago, man. But
You know what?
that race was crazy.
Yeah, you know what I remember from that race? Lance
Go for
Stroll cussing out his engineer, bro. Lance was stressed.
He had a
Yeah,
howler.
he
that
went from
race.
pole to wherever he was.
He was leading the
Car was
race.
broken, innit?
Yeah, floor damage, you know.
Yeah, his
Yeah.
car was
He-
broken. That's why he pitted like multiple times, and it just all went to
Yeah.
rubbish.
That race was
Anyway.
a mess.
Was it Matt, when Max tried to overtake? Was it Perez? And then he went spinning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he spun on the straight.
Nasty stuff, man.
I swear Vettel tried to over.
You know my favorite part of that race? Obviously, Lewis won, and it was fantastic. You know, he
Leclerc.
turned them into softs, but Leclerc bottling in the last 2 corners.
Hey,
Was that Leclerc?
Yeah,
Was that Leclerc, right?
He lost 2
I need
positions.
that.
to
In one
Vettel.
corner, you know.
Vettel and Perez.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Hold
need
on,
that.
we're not forgetting about Bottas that race. I swear he spun like 5 times.
11
I
times.
just said that.
Bro, they were taking the piss out of him. The commentators were taking the piss out of him whilst he was racing. Yeah, Chris, what were you going to say about Turkey?
Oh, I was gonna add, I think sometimes, we take it for granted that what Lewis did, because I started watching the sport like when Michael got 7, and it looked like the impossible task just for anyone to even match him. And the fact that we've got Lewis matching him on that day in the year where the world was shut down is something special. And like he cooked on Inters that were done at like.
Yeah.
He turned his Inters into softs, bro.
Yeah.
Exactly. So he won that championship in that of such a poetic fashion, and the way he found the words and was like this is you for all the kids. It was like a magical moment. He really it was one of those things where it's like it's special to watch as we've seen that I've seen his whole career and like, bruv, a guy reaching Michael's numbers. It doesn't compute. Like Randall can't even reach Michael's numbers on the PlayStation. That he's done it in real life and he's gone past it. Like
He should have gone past it. That's the thing. But that's a different conversation, isn't it? So
yeah, we'll ignore that conversation. And there's a lot of people
exactly 100th episode. Keep it good vibes.
Yeah,
right? Keep it
yeah,
good
we're
vibes.
not. Yeah, we're not talking about that on episode 100. But yeah, Tarik, how's it going, man? Arsenal just scored, so let's not talk about Arsenal right now.
I was like, Chris, I know he saw that notification because he paused right there. I was like, yeah, man saw that.
Man glitched on the pod, bro.
Man glitched on the pod. Man had a stutter, you know. Man stuttered on the pod and that.
Sakharov pens, man.
But yeah, Tarik, talk us through that race.
Look at him. No, I'm not sick, you know. I heard what he just said.
Yeah.
Don't kill me, man.
back to F1.
It was with Tarik talking us through Lewis winning his 7th title at Turkey 2020.
Yeah, no, I mean it was a drive that deserved it. You know what I'm saying? Like he was by far and away the best driver on that day. It was probably one of the best drives of that season. And for him to be rewarded with his 7th title in the end after all that and the way in which he won it was just like an exceptional moment. It's one of the moments that will probably like never be forgotten in F1. And like we're truly blessed to be able to watch somebody like him anyway. Whether you watched him from the beginning of his career or like you just started watching him winning his 7th title, you know, seeing whether he can get his 8th or something like that. It's been a complete blessing to watch somebody like him, you know, a Black British brother come from, you know, a similar place to us, talk similarly to us, and do something as groundbreaking as that has been amazing. So I'm very blessed to have been able to watch something like that.
Yeah, and I think that's something we need to really keep. That's probably why we're doing the pod today, we need to make sure that that's kept. That Lewis's skill set as a driver was there, and it's been there. And
Have a confession.
Go for it, Mots.
I never watched that race.
You didn't watch Lewis. What did you fall asleep?
I swear that race was on like 11 a.m. as well. Some stupid time.
It was during the day.
It was a good time.
Yeah,
In the morning race.
So you didn't watch Lewis win his 7th title?
No, I think I didn't watch it till like last year. Like when I rewatched Turkey, that was it.
But to be fair, 2020 was like a walk in the park. Like you knew what was happening, but that race especially, man, that was an epic race.
I think the thing as well with that race is like the changeable conditions as well. Like especially like towards the end, you can see like the proper drivers drive. So like you see Lewis there doing his thing. You see Vettel even cook Leclerc, even though that year he wasn't probably cooking. Like you just saw the drivers drive, man. And even Stroll, I have my doubts about Stroll, but even that pole position he had in the wet, I've got to give my credit to him. Like that was a proper drivers race where the rain was there, it was switching. It was a good race to watch, to be fair. Epic.
All right. So you know what, guys? Our top 5 is just Lewis Hamilton wins. I tried to sneak in Leclerc there, but it didn't really work. It got thrown out straight away. So we had Cops at number 5, Brazil 2021 number 4, 3-wheel win at number 3, number 7, Turkey 2020 is number 2, and our favorite moment in the past couple of years, or past 3 years, is win number 100 for Lewis Hamilton at Russia. To be fair, I didn't think that'd be number 1, but I'm gonna come.
How did the Hungry Chaos not get it into top 6? I'm sorry, that was probably the best moment that's ever happened in F1 for a long, long time.
That's the best race of this decade.
Huh?
That's the best race of this decade.
It was amazing.
What, Hungary 2021?
Yeah.
And I've said that.
It was great.
It was all right.
Pure terrorism. All race.
It was a great race.
After Lap 1, that race
was all right.
It was nothing. What do you remember about the race?
But it was long.
That stinks, man.
But Mark, you saw Alonso defend from Hamilton for like 5-6 laps.
So
Lewis.
Do you not have shame? You're putting an Ocon win as the greatest race.
Yeah, Lewis messed up the strategy.
You know what?
Listen, yeah, you saw Alonso commit a hate crime for 50 laps, and you're gassing it up. That's actually that's mad to me. I can't believe that.
Hey, you know what? You know what?
I like terrorism.
Just because Tarik.
A picture of Osama bin Laden on my wall. What can I say?
Goodness gracious.
Wait, what?
Fucking dumb.
Why is it some bin
Man's
Laden?
got a signed Osama bin Laden poster just hanging up on his wall.
It's over, man. It's over, man.
I can believe
It's been
that.
great
Yeah.
100 episodes.
It was 100 episodes. That's it. We might not make it to
I love the way Mart's always tries to get us cancelled, no matter what. Every single one, he has to say something.
Where did you get 120?
Every single
I
part.
don't get it. Oh my God. All right, let's not talk about Hungary 2021. Mahad, I want you to talk.
No, let's
to me
talk about
Russia.
Russia. I want to put Tarik in the mud with his old gas.
Excuse me, why do I have to speak about Russia?
Because
I was celebrating. I was happy about that.
Yeah, why weren't you happy about that, brother?
You think I voted for that? You must be mad. I didn't vote.
Why weren't you happy about that, brother? Explain to them.
Tell us
why
why.
weren't you happy about it? Surely that was a good race for McLaren.
London Norris don't want to listen to his engineer, no?
Yeah, that's not how it went down. That's not how it went down. They gave it to them. They asked him, "What do you think of the inters?" Question. What the fuck is that? Tell him put inters on. That's not telling somebody to put inters on. Lewis Hamilton ignored his first radio. Then they told him
not have
box.
a brain. You're calling Lando an NPC, bro. He's just driving around, fam. You might as well have a robot in there.
Hey, listen, man.
Can he not make decisions for himself?
He slapped it on pole. He dunked on signs, put 20 seconds on his head, was chilling. Then obviously Lewis Hamilton came along in a rocket ship. What do you do, man?
So man was moving like us last year.
Listen, there's only
did
2.5
all the
laps
work
left.
and then slipped up at the last minute. And he's supposed to guess that.
2.5 laps left, man. Why do you think I don't want to talk about this moment? What the fuck is this? Why am I being brought into this? You back a gas up the 100. I was celebrating. I'm gonna come a race later. I do not care.
Horrible race.
Nah, listen, Lando did it for the car.
No, that race was a banger. Just
That was a
It was
very
a horrible
good
race
round.
because Max started what 18th and somehow finished second.
He
Was
does
was
that
the best
now.
part.
He does that now today.
No,
But-
Yeah.
but this
I'll
one
ask
was
you who finished.
that one was
I'll
by
ask you who
pure
finished.
luck.
Who
He
finished
was
third in
literally
that
nowhere
race?
near the front.
Who finished third in that race?
I don't
Carlos Sainz.
remember.
Nobody knows that. Why did Carlos Sainz finish third?
I swear
Nobody
Bottas
knows.
was
That's the
finished.
most
Nobody
jammy.
I swear
cares
that's
about
the
Sainz,
race.
bro.
I swear that's the race where Bottas was like 14th at one point and he finished like 5th or something.
Yes.
Probably.
Yeah.
Because
Listen, yeah, I'm gonna be so
It's the
real.
race
Yeah,
where
I'm gonna be so real.
Mazepin
Yeah,
decided to be the rain man and said, "Yeah, I can tell. I
Yeah,
knew
because
it
they
was
were
going to
racing
rain."
in. They was racing in
He
his
still
ends.
finished last. The
He
pagan.
still
bro.
finished last, but they were racing in his ends. If you don't know your ends, then
Man said, I can see the clouds. I can see what's going on. That's Russian clouds. Rain is coming. Man,
And
finished
I tried to
last.
survive.
And then on the radio, what did they say on the radio? They said, "Oh yeah, you beat Latifi and Mick. Great job, Mazepin." Both of them didn't do anything. Shut up, man. Didn't do anything, bro.
man, don't even look comfortable in his own ends. I'm around, cuz I'm around. Comfortable in his own
But yeah,
ends.
I don't want to talk that about that race. That race, you know what I mean? It's just one of those situations where even that much of a good drive from Hamilton. It's just, you know what I mean?
But can we talk
fair,
about how our host for today was like questioning whether Lewis would ever get 100?
Hey.
Oh
hey.
yeah.
Shit.
Yes.
Right,
Before we
hey, boys.
forgot about
You're
that.
the
Hey, lads. Lads, I think it's
You
time
think-
you want to listen to questions.
Oh, you think I voted for that just because I want to talk about Lewis winning the race? No.
Okay, for listeners, new listeners, not Lewis Hamilton. Anik said Lewis Hamilton would not get a win after Silverstone. He said it's done. He's not getting win 100.
He said 100 was never happening.
It's never happening.
He said it on the pod.
It happened in the most dramatic fashion. Two laps left in the race.
Listen, for the record, yeah, there's a lot of rumors circulating around. For the record, I said Lewis wasn't going to get. I said Lewis wasn't going to get 100, not because of Lewis, but because of the car. Yeah, because Toto Wolff also came out and said they're focusing on 2022. Yeah, and I had a flight to catch straight after that race. That's why I was in Dublin. So you guys didn't find me around. It's because I was in Dublin at the time. So
You were running a lot though.
He booked the tickets as soon as Lewis crossed the line. Before the graphic win 100, he booked the tickets. He was on Sky Scanner right now, just going.
Man didn't even go Heathrow. He went to the airport.
What was the cheapest flight?
It's the cheapest flight. It didn't get out of this country. No, but in all seriousness,
Didn't he jump into a pool as well?
Yeah,
Didn't he jump into the pool?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, and it damaged his phone.
2021.
And it damaged his
Yeah.
phone too.
Yeah,
Like
I was
some
ill
shit.
for like 3 days. That pool hadn't been clean for like a week, and yeah. Oh my God.
Ugh.
Ugh. You've done a lot of stupidness in your life, bro.
It's Lewis Hamilton, man. What can I say? He's the GOAT. He's the
Now
GOAT.
let's move on, man. Let's move on.
But this has been a Lewis Hamilton
Every
tribute
week,
anyway. Lewis Hamilton makes our top 5. What did you say, Mott?
I said getting wet for other men. That couldn't be me still.
Why Fi Dat? Why Fi Dat?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Hey yo!
Listen, I need a gavel. I
Love
need a
a
gavel
slush.
like Maze. I need a gavel like Maze.
Hey yo!
Nah, that's crazy, man.
He the what?
Hey yo! That's crazy. First of
What would
all, I
you
want to
wanna-
say this is another example of this pod being anti-McLaren, because why is Monza not on it? Why is Monza not on this list?
What, Monza
No one
2021?
cares about.
Because
No one
we
cares
want
about
to
Danny
forget
Rick,
about that
man.
guy. He shouldn't be. We
No one
want to
cares
forget
about
it.
Danny Rick, man.
That's a 1-2.
No,
You think we did Dynamic happens?
Max or Lewis could have won that.
No, they
None of
wouldn't.
them- None of them.
None of them would have won. None of them
would have won. None of them.
Right, Hamilton was behind Norris for like 13 laps. He couldn't get past him. Come on,
None of them would have won. Norris should have won that race.
To be fair, I didn't watch that race. I wasn't even in the country for that race. But, yeah. All right, well,
Convenient.
it's Lewis Hamilton tribute anyway. So, I mean, if you want to put Monza in there, you can, but it's not making it because it's not got enough votes. So, it is what it is. That's our top 5 moments. Win number 100 for Lewis Hamilton at the expense of Lando Norris, who still waits for his first F1 win.
Fuck you.
Let's move swiftly on to listeners' questions. McLaren, Mahad, let's stick with you then. We've got a question from D Conscience. Do you think Zach is trying to recruit away Do you reckon he's trying to recruit Newey? And if so, is a possibility it could happen? You'll probably get this on McLaren Fan TV as well.
Absolutely not. That's not happening. There's no way.
No.
How much money you have to give Newey to get him away from Red Bull? Insane.
What was
Even
that?
what? Ferrari offered him what? Like how much? I forgot how much it was. Crazy money. Crazy money. Generational.
Might be like 50 mil or some shit like that.
No, more than that. We're talking like maybe.
He gave him that. They were offering the Al Hilal contract, boy.
They gave him
Saudi
the
money.
contract.
That's
They told him.
You do not have the
They told him
minerals.
private jet back and forth from Surrey to his home. All of that.
Yeah.
Ooh, liberating.
500k per
He said,
McLaren
"You
tweet.
live in Italy." And he still said,
But what about that photo that was up there yesterday? Was that fake?
just Zach Brown doing marketing, man.
What, Zach
Zach
Brown
Brown's
was a
wearing
Red
the
Bull hat?
You get
Yeah.
me? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just I don't listen. I'm not buying any of that. We got our own thing going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we can beat Red Bull with Newey there. It don't really matter.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying.
Fair enough. Next question from Finns. What was your biggest achievement as a podcast? Wow.
Trending
Richard.
top 10 in the UK.
Top 10 in the UK.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Biggest achievement as a podcast. I got one.
Yeah, that's
When Mart's opened, I know we're not really want to talk about Abu Dhabi 2021, but when Mart's opened that space, we had the F1 world. We
True.
were trending, weren't we?
We have
that
3,000
space.
people in the space at one point.
Incredible.
No, more than that, mate. 6.
6 when?
Yeah, we're doing numbers
God.
that space.
I got a screenshot.
Yeah.
Somewhere. 6.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
gotta send it, bro.
I think even hashtag Pitstop Fracas was like trending as well.
Yeah, it's top 10 in the UK or something like that.
Hey, them
I've
times
seen
were-
Harry Panero in our space.
Yeah.
I did a couple of blue ticks and I was like, fuck, you know. We global, mate.
Back when the blue tick meant
Fucking
something, you know what I'm saying?
No, anybody but buying that?
Yeah, we might even get that as well.
I'm seeing Anik.
A blue
I'm
tick
seeing
be
Anik
stepped
thinking
on now,
about it.
man.
I'm thinking about it actually.
Man wants
What,
man
you
wants
gonna
that,
do to
man
it?
wants that blue tick money.
Not me.
Nah, you're definitely buying the blue tick.
Anik, there,
You
low
must
key,
be.
yeah. If you were tweeting the way you were tweeting, yeah, when all them predictions, yeah, back in the couple years that this pod's been about, and you had that blue tick money, nigga, you wouldn't even be talking to us right now. You wouldn't even be talking to us right now. You'd be on
You'd
a
have
whole
a
different
Patek
planet.
on.
You better the races, paddock ones.
Teslas.
Yeah.
Get me.
Yeah. All right. Any other moments?
Bahrain's a moment. That was good.
Yeah.
Gang went out to watch a race.
Yeah,
Oh,
where does that
Bahrain
go
was
now, by the
amazing,
way? Because what's going on, bro? Man's had a hostage for 5 months, you know.
It's good, bro. People don't need to see my pain, bro. I'm good.
Release the footage.
Hey, the way it's even, bro.
Release the footage. Release the footage.
It's not like detox.
Release the Mahad Cup, bro.
No,
Hashtag
it is
release
more like
the Mahad
detox.
Cup, man.
It's not detox. Man.
Release the Mahad Cup, bro. Release the Mahad Cup, bro.
Is that where
Mahad Snyder.
That's a good title.
Man's moving like Carti, bro. Man don't want to drop.
No, I'll drop.
Whole lot of red.
We're not holding hostage, by the way. We ain't agreed to a 360 deal, man.
Whole lot of Bahrain.
That was a good time.
I thought-
More race content coming. That'll never come out.
I think one of my
Me too.
favorite things about this pod, though, is every time I meet a listener, the cooking Anik gets.
Bruv.
I'll be real with you,
What
Anik
cooking?
gets cooked every time. So every time I meet a listener, they're always cooking you.
Generation.
I went to Tomo and Al that's live, and some random person came up to me. Yeah, Anik. I was like, what the hell? Anik, you're famous, bro. Anik, you're famous. A random geezer. That
Listen,
Anik guy's got some shocking take.
Listen, every F1 take I have, I can back up with facts. That's all I talk. All I talk is facts.
it?
So you give me one F1 take that I've said, I'll back it up, and I'll be able
Lewis
to support
100.
it.
Look at you, lying.
I blame it
Lewis
on the team.
100.
Yeah, to
Charles,
be honest
back
with
to
you,
the max. Feedback, yeah.
at that moment in time, I was correct. No,
Don't.
he didn't.
don't
When
sell it
he didn't
now.
have 100 at that time, did he? And at that time, Leclerc was
That's
better
about
than
Charles
us.
and Max.
So-
You back? That's why you backed
Yeah,
Ferrari to
that's
win a championship too.
No, but to be fair,
Yeah,
they
he
won
did.
races in 2022. They did win races in 2022.
Where's
So-
the
All your
championship?
max
Aye.
takes from 2020 and 2021. But
Yeah.
What takes were
Where
that?
they at?
Oh, your max
takes-
takes.
they weren't gonna
what
win a
takes were
trip. They weren't gonna win all them races. Nah, man.
Yeah.
Please, man. Be serious.
Mm.
that.
I'm about to forget that. Move on.
Move on. Next question. Road to 200. Why do you still watch F1? It is a difficult time right now. I have to say, it's a difficult time right
I
now.
like cars that go vroom vroom.
Simple as.
I've watched it. I've watched
What
it
babes in
multiple
particular
times.
mods?
Huh? The
You
babes
know
on
what I said.
F1 Twitter.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah. Now we know who's been on the
What do you mean by
account. Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Right, the
been
algorithm
liking
that
what on
the
the
Pitstop
Insta?
account showing.
Yeah, the algorithm's a bit. Don't know what's
Max,
going on.
is it you liking them tweets?
I don't usually use the account. I'll be real with you, bro.
Okay.
Okay, that's Kwame. He's trying to hide. Look at him.
Man, I
Look
do
at
that.
Kwame.
Sweating, man.
Cause like,
You got caught, bro. You got caught.
No, you're joking.
you got your cake for that.
Messing up the algorithm, Kwame, man.
Why do we still watch F4?
Back on topic though, man. For me, it's the racing in the midfield. It's the excitement, of the new regulations that could come, in 2026. It's happened, It's
Man's
yeah, I
already
love the
looking
sport.
at 2026. Fam.
Really confused, man.
Bro.
Where's 2023? Halfway through. You know what? Regulations coming. Don't worry.
New regulations.
We're watching
That's
F1 for
Audi.
2.5 years' time.
Yeah,
That's why we're watching F1.
Nah, man. Fam, look, honestly, I'll say it like this. F1's been in this scenario before many a time. If you've not been in this scenario, you haven't been watching F1 long enough. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. 2021, all them kind of seasons were like an outlier. That's not how it is normally. You know what I mean? So obviously, Red Bull winning every race so far probably won't stay the same like that. But yeah, let's just see how it goes, man. That's why I watch F1 for the love of it, bro. You get me?
But on the flip side, I know you said 2021's an outlier, and I've always said this. I still think 2021, up until the last lap of the season, was the greatest ever season.
No.
They had so much.
Be serious. No, do you know what? I think people, without the Max versus Lewis, that season stinks because it's Max versus Lewis. Then there's a 40-second gap to third. Then there's a 40-second gap from third to fourth.
Yeah,
you're stinking.
Okay. So all right, let me ask
gaps
you
are
a question.
ridiculous.
Okay, but going into every single race in 2021, were you not excited to watch that race as opposed to the past 2-3 years you've seen?
I say,
and even 2020, even 2019.
That's
exactly. No,
Sorry?
but it's good though.
It's good. It's exciting.
Yeah, no, I'm saying. I'm not denying that. What I'm saying is that season was saved by those two individuals because if it was Bottas versus Perez, that would reek. They were getting dumped on by Norris, and they were rocket ships.
Good lord,
it would have been a stink off, bro.
Yeah.
So that was because of the two individual drivers, the exceptional drivers in Formula One, being in the position of being in competitive cars, actually doing the thing. Same way in 2022 at the beginning, you had Max and you had Leclerc in actual competitive cars that were comparable going for wins. You know what I'm saying? Right now, they've put every other teammate stepped up, man. It's the problem, man.
Simple.
And Perez ain't stepped over you.
Mm-hmm.
And you get that.
Let's go on to the next question. Is Max scared of Lewis?
I wouldn't say he's scared. I'd say he's.
He just gets intrusive thoughts. Every time he's next to Lewis, he gets intrusive thoughts.
the kind of thoughts that come with bleeps, innit?
Exactly.
Fuck, Yeah, let's look at it. Nah,
I said red mist over the eyes.
Man said the voices from his dad's coming through. Voices from his dad, yeah, is coming through.
I would.
Mahad, you're on mute.
He's not scared.
I think the only person.
Nah, I don't think so. He's not scared.
The only person Max is scared of is his dad.
Literally.
No, like
yeah.
That man.
He's not even lying. That's the thing.
If his dad was in another motor on the track, if he was in another Red Bull, dad would be like, he'd like, oh, go ahead, dad.
Yeah,
I don't
basically.
want to overtake you.
Sometimes his dad just appears like Batman, and just staring at him like.
I think low key. I feel like you ever seen the Spider-Man movies, and you got the Green Goblin, and he's got that voice, that bad voice in his head. That keeps coming to him. I low key, I think it's like that for Max. He's just got just like his voice is in his head. Whenever he looks in the mirror, he just sees Joss behind him, but it's just a hallucination.
Yeah.
Right now, why would Max be scared of Lewis? Lewis is in a dumpster truck situation.
I think it's more. I think it's more a case of if they were in equal machinery right now.
Oh yeah,
I think that's what they're trying to get to.
Because I don't think
because right now it's obvious Max isn't scared of Lewis. He's got a superior car, a far superior car. So the only way I could possibly see that is if they have equal machinery.
I think Max is coasting right now. I don't think he's match ready.
Bro, I'm telling you, that Red Bull...
If somebody competitive was in the other car, you'd have issues. He's getting beaten off the line by Norris.
Bro, I'm telling you, that Red Bull car...
There's problems there.
Actually, no,
bro, that Red Bull car can still go 5-10% quicker.
Yes, you're right about the intrusive thoughts, because he was getting smoked off the line by everyone, yeah? Then when Hamilton was on pole, that's the one time in life, yeah, he starts well. That needs to be something different, bro.
Man said his bozo gene was acting up.
No, I feel like with Max and Lewis, I feel like it's more of like you don't rate everyone else until it says Lewis. It's like it says Lewis, and it feels like he's got proof to himself. Like, yo, I actually need, if I want to be validated, people need to see that I can beat this person fair and square. Like, I feel like that's just there at the back of his mind. So regardless, even if he has 10 championships and Lewis is driving a Minardi and he's driving a Ferrari, he's still just going to want to, like, it's going to be crazy. Like, it don't matter. It don't matter even if he's coasting. It says Lewis is still going to want to go off. That's just Max. I don't think it's about being scared. I think it's just the validation he just wants. Maybe he just wants Lewis to call him and say, hey, Max, you're a good kid. You're a good driver. You know, you're the face of the sport. And all will be well. Just maybe.
Yeah. Let's go to a final listener question. Congrats. What's been your favorite moment on the pod? Has there been an origin story about how you all met and decided to start a podcast? Would love to hear it. Ignore if you've already done it. I think we started up obviously through the Touchline Network, through Discord, and then we started talking about F1. Momentum started building. We had an epic 2020 season. I think at the start of 2021 we started to do a podcast. We've got the originals here. Favorite moment. Favorite moment.
Kwame,
to be honest
when
with
he
you,
came onto the pod and said that he had no baddies. Hey, that's a classic.
Do you know what kills me? Nobody asked.
Jesus, man.
I just said, Kwame, how are you? I said, my phone's dry. I was like, huh? I was like,
bro,
where did that come from?
Pure head loss, fam. Pure head loss, man.
Man had that pity riz. Man was like, oh yeah, he's just gonna know I don't have shit.
He's like, a listener's gonna hear this and DM me, man.
Yeah,
that's
crazy,
man.
It's crazy because he lied. That's why. If you've seen him in real life, hey, listen, let me tell you something, man. My man has an aura.
The Kwame aura, hey,
that Kwame aura, I'm telling you.
My favorite moment was Mark's arguing with Robbie.
That was funny.
I got to say it to my family group chat, you know.
We're still waiting for Robbie to come back on, by the way. Thank you, Mark. He was supposed to come on once George Russell got his win.
Yeah, he got the win. Mark's got dumped on. Can't lie.
Yeah, we're still waiting.
I haven't watched that race as well. Still don't acknowledge it.
Oh, I don't either. I could get my champagne
I'm
back.
going to cinema.
Any other moments?
I think my favorite moment was probably Me and Twizzy cooking you after the French GP.
Oh, that was serious.
Yeah,
That was serious.
Oh my
yeah,
god.
that was definitely my favorite of it. Yeah.
He was trying to follow Sainz's line. It's not his fault.
Well, I tried to use. I tried to. You see Peter
Was
Winter's
that,
analysis. I tried to use
Was that the nobodies, no Birkins, no cars episode?
Nothing. Yeah.
No. That was on Thingy's.
Oh, that was on
episode.
Quickstop.
Quickstop. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That was on Quickstop. So yeah.
Nah.
Yeah. That was the.
I remember I tried to use.
What was it doing about it?
Right.
He
was
just
thinking
spun
about
no
science.
reason.
Under pressure from Max, innit? That's what it was.
Was he on
He
that?
wasn't even under pressure. He
He
just
was under
spun.
pressure on no
Why
one.
was it under pressure? Max was pitting. What pressure? He wasn't even on track.
It's Ghost. It's Aura.
Yeah, it's Aura.
He got scared by his own aura.
Coming like old PS2 game. Old PS2 game.
Like it's
Gran
Gran
Turismo
Turismo.
Ghost.
Like Gran Turismo 2, but this is Ghost driving around.
That's what Max's Ghost. No shit.
Another favorite moment was when we cooked the FIA for 1 hour, Belgian Grand Prix. For no
I
reason.
think that was
What was
probably
that,
one of my
Spa
favorite
21?
episodes. Spa 21.
Yeah. I remember Cook Marks for that. Sorry, bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
For
that
his
was-
George
that was
Russell
a good
take.
episode.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's why we put Max on trial, innit?
Yeah. Marcel Trout saying that Lewis didn't have time management.
Hey, wasn't that when someone? That was when someone tweeted. I think that was when Martz tweeted and he didn't own up to the sending the tweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Ailey.
Oh,
Anon, I think.
Anon.
What
About
was that?
Lewis's
Yeah,
qualifying
Anon.
or something.
Oh, I owned up to that.
Anon, but Anon,
that
that's
moment.
a lot of
I
F1.
didn't say
That's a
Anon.
lot of moments.
That wasn't a non-tweet.
All right,
Who
listen,
is
the
Anon?
Anon era was crazy. I can't even lie to you. That was stressing us all out.
2022 to 2022. Double emoji.
Who is Anon?
That come like Line of Duty, H and that. I know.
Hey, I tell you, Twizzy, yeah, he had some amazing tweets, man. There was one that you lot deleted. I don't think I can repeat it on here. About Mick
No. You can't. I'll
Some
explain
of the-
on pod, but you can't.
Some of the best tweets have come from Twitter.
I'm gonna have to find them later. I can't even lie to you still.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's some crazy shit I've tweeted, but fuck it. We moving up.
Who is Anon?
My
though?
favorite.
Anik, we know it's you, maybe.
Anik.
It's not me. I
Like,
promise
it's
you.
maybe
Anon
you.
Anon
It's
is not
maybe
me. I
you.
promise you.
Anik,
I promise
Anon.
you.
You see the
No.
connection?
No chance.
I
I could just
Kwame.
write my name. Bro, after all the tweets I send, I'll be more than happy to claim half of them. So it's not me. 100%.
Anik and Kwame.
Yeah.
I personally think it's
exactly.
Kwame.
Look
I
at
think
his
it's
face.
Kwame, personally speaking.
Look at
Kwame's
Kwame
just gone
face.
on camera.
He's trying to hide
comment.
that cutie face.
He's hiding.
Any
Facebook
more-
is-
No, it's not me. It's not me. Hey.
Laughing at anonymous. That's what he was
No, I was
doing
just
right
like one or two.
So you
stuff
went
for
off
me.
camera. You went off camera, and the best thing you could come up with is, "Oh, it's not me."
One or two might be me, but yeah, not the majority.
It wasn't me.
Crazy.
But Kwame, what's your favorite moment?
Oh, good question. The Plymouth Crash Boys was funny. That was good. The original French Boys. That was a good episode. Nam, big up Nam. He's not here, but when he's on the train, that will remember episode.
I think that was the Sunvolt episode.
Yeah,
Oh.
bro, you can hear the Elizabeth line doors closing, opening.
What a howler! Oh my
Oh,
god, to
my
lost that
days.
pod off.
Yeah, shout
I
out.
was hearing Lizzie Land and everything. I said, nah.
He's
Before they even opened, man had
Hey,
exclusive rights. I was
That
like,
reminds me of when
nah,
someone
man.
was shouting on the district line in the spaces.
What? No! Fucking
Oh
hell.
my god!
Another one was the original Nicky. I know it's Minaj. Big up the TV, man's go back
Big
to
up
uni,
stuff.
but yeah,
Big up stuff.
big up
Oh,
stuff
yes.
as
I
well.
can't lie, yeah. It's not a specific episode, but that one, like, it was a few episodes, yeah. I think it was when Leclerc was properly stinking. And every single episode we came in with some new slander name. Just the newest downloadable content, bro. We were cooking this guy for like half a season properly.
Man, like the Gucci, you know.
We're getting
Hey,
Young
what
Charles
did my man
Leclerc,
call him?
YSL. Put that in the
What did
Louvre.
the clerk last? What did he call the clerk last year?
Too many names, bro.
There's too many names
brother.
for Leclerc, bro. I gotta
Too
roll
many.
back. There's too many names, bro. We even had
Too
some in
many.
the locker. Like, you know what? We'll use it in the future.
Yeah.
Because it felt
We bookmark some shit. Hey,
I mean, I remember.
I remember.
Man, like Cristiano Royale, you know.
Yeah, I remember Magic. I think it was
Monegasque
it was what?
Maldonado.
Yeah, I
Magic
think it was.
City
I think it was
Maldonado.
Magic City Maldonado. Yeah, Magic City
Yes.
Maldonado.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because he was just getting bare poles, but no wins. Because
No
it was.
wins.
Yeah.
Stripping them off the poles, innit?
Little strip club merchants. Brother.
So go check their account bookmarks, yeah. Kwame, you're egregious.
Oh shit! What? You got the galley on there, yeah?
Let me load them up now. Let me have a look at them.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Oh my god!
Hey, I'll show you my personal account.
shit!
It's just full tour. So
Oh
just wanna
shit!
know how
I
that's
like
F1
brother.
related.
Huh?
I just want to know how that's F1 related. This is not personal
Yeah.
account.
This is why the algorithm is messing up. On
Bro, I kept on
He's
seeing.
scouting for
seeing.
good girls, bro. He's
I
scouting for good
kept on
girls.
seeing
bro.
that account on the For You page, and I didn't understand why. Now I understand.
No,
He's just
no,
he's
no,
just
no,
scouting for good girls, bro. I
No,
like him,
wait.
man.
Remember someone like the Rihanna picture on their account?
that
that was Kwame.
Don't say names.
I was Mahad.
Nah, I know who it was, but I ain't
Mahad.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Oh man!
Can't lie, yeah. I can't lie. Kunle is escaping the cooking right now because we all know how crazy he moves.
Kunle.
True.
I'm a change.
How many rebrands, bro?
I know,
What is
no.
this, live
Everyone
rebrand?
can testify to my last rebrand. It's been going on for about 2 years now.
man.
Bro, that
It's
came
been-
down like Leclerc's title charge, bro. What you
No.
Hey, Kunle's gone from
I
Spiker
could guarantee-
to India to Racing Point. Man, their rebrands going on.
No.
man.
You man are trying
Aston
to
Martin.
trying to force it now, bro.
I went up
No,
for nothing, bro.
If
We
you go
know
your
you,
account
man.
now, yeah.
We know you, man.
Piss
I can
me off.
guarantee
No,
at least
no.
half of them likes and bookmarks is you.
I'll go check them. Likes.
I will go
Go
check
check
them, man.
it. Go check them likes, bro. Nah, but my favorite moments probably when I caught Ricardo being a bum, and every man on here was questioning, man.
I didn't. I just want you to all know that I thought Ricardo was a bum since 2016. So
Yeah.
To be fair, Kunle, I respected it when you mentioned it. I was like, you know what, it could be a shout here. That was like his second race though.
When I said Newey was the GOAT in preseason, a man them said I was licking Newey's nuts. You man said it on air.
That was one person, bro.
Pause that.
You man said it on air.
Wipe it up. Wipe it up.
Why did you go with that verse?
Wipe it
Man,
up.
I'm just saying
I
it word
don't
for
know
word.
who told you you were
bar
doing that,
for
but it
word.
was not me.
I'm saying it word for word, bar for bar. That's what was said. But nah, jokes apart.
man.
I feel my favorite was like probably meeting the gang in London. Like, you know, it was a chilled vibe. You know. Anik was running as usual, nowhere to be found. Yeah,
Bro, one of my hardest moments when I had to give Nam the fucking champagne. Oh my god,
That was good, man. I
killed
can't
me.
lie.
That killed me.
Why would
I
you
can't,
make
bro.
that
You
bet?
did the most not to give it to me. You did the most, man.
Why did
didn't
you
wanna give
make
Almost
that
got
bet?
away with it.
And I jazzed it up with a few fragrances and stuff. But that was when I ruptured my ACL. I was in pain.
You ruptured your ACL.
Yeah, bro. I just had my surgery.
Both legs.
How
What
you get
were you
ACL
doing
injury
rupturing your
podcasting?
ACL?
Man, doing
Anik,
skanky
you're a
like, you
whole
know.
Running.
civilian. You're not
No,
supposed to be
right,
rupturing
right.
no ACLs, bro.
Man, doing skanky like, you know.
Man did a crossover to put in the toaster, bro.
You don't even play touchline fight. You don't play 5v fight.
Man did Elastico in his backyard, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
Hey, listen, he's our very own VVD, man.
Hey, come on.
I'll be back fit, stronger,
Come on.
tougher.
But
Yeah, man. It's been
think
a
another
roller coaster.
moment- Another moment was Mahad's South London tweet. bring the F1 to South London.
Mm.
That brought some great content, man.
Hey, listen, Mahad, I ate off that so much, bro. I need to buy you,
Nah,
bro.
Tariq was like this to the man. Come, you're gonna get some. You're gonna get some. Man was like, yo, tweet. You're gonna get 500 likes. Don't worry. Come.
Nah,
What a
the
day- what a day that was,
the
man.
Willy bin one was funny though.
What's a good ride over your wheelie bin, you know? Fuck, you know.
Oh my
I'll show
days.
you right now. I got my wheelie bin and I got a next man wheelie. I got 2 wheelie bins.
You got 2 wheelie bins now.
What's that? Ali with something.
I got excess, abundance.
That was funny.
You can tell we've had some good laughs, man, at the end of the day, and that's what it's all about, man. We keep the content fun, even though F1 can be boring at times. The Pitstop cast. Keep it real, man. Always. Chris, any more moments from you? Or are you just enjoying this Arsenal win? Is the match over?
No. It's added on time, so I'm sitting here sweating like.
Oh, no, fine,
But good talk. I think we've discussed everything because everyone's got a cooking at one point.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Yeah, man. No, it's been good. And
Except me,
hopefully
man.
we'll hit 200 soon. Before you know it, it'll be 1,000. We'll be back next week to review the Dutch Grand Prix, where more than likely Max is going to get another win, probably equal the record. So we had to get the 100th episode in today. It's been a great laugh, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be here next.
I'm telling you right now. Yeah, Red Bull's not winning.
What?
I said it right here. Red Bull's not.
Well, who's winning then?
No.
McLaren, yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
I said, don't worry about it.
Okay. We'll see about that. So, Mahad, are you trying to tell me Max is going to equal the record at home?
Max is not winning the race.
No, he's not going to equal the record at home.
No.
Is that what you're saying?
How many races in a row?
I think it's 8 in a row at the moment, and Vettel's got 9, which is a record.
It's over, man. It's over, man.
May Montoya rest in piss, man. What a waste, man. Bro, both of these thoughts are fighting for the record. This will be Michael's record, bro.
You're talking about 2004, yeah?
Well, shout out to who is it? Fisher again or was Truly? Is it Truly?
It was Truly that got the race win.
Yeah.
Truly, man. Shout out to Truly, man. He saved the universe.
Oh, bro.
That's all got sacked after that win.
Hey, Max ain't beating that. Max ain't getting that record, by the way. Don't worry about
Nah, we'll see.
Really?
Anyway, be sure to tune in on next week's episode to find out if Max does indeed win, which he more than likely will do. But yeah, we'll be back next week, and until next time, peace.
it. Peace.